Okay, this video is a video of me speaking about being married and having a marriage license. So as it says, I do have a marriage license. And I said I only wanted one child. So, since I had a marriage license, I pulled out every time when I would be having sex after, they said that I had one child. And his name was Gerald Johnson, according to, the family court of Jefferson County. His name was Gerald Johnson, okay? So I would pull out every time when I would have sex, even though I had a marriage license, because I have a marriage license. And even though the person that was with me said she was my wife, and even though I said that I only wanted one child, well, one day a girl was on top of me and said I got her pregnant. Now, I was told that she is my wife, and I was studying production online, the homeschool, and she said she wanted a baby. When the child was born, July 18th, 2006, his name is Lord Gerald. It's LORDGERALD Johnson, Lord Gerald Johnson. And he should be about 16 years old. Yeah, because he just had a birthday last month. So he should be 16 years old, So she said she wanted a baby, and she told me I was the dad. I never abused this child in any way. And I am sorry for other people's bad family planning, because during the times that, these pregnancies were happening, and I said that I only wanted one child and I didn't want to have any more children, somebody said something about, other people wanted to do other stuff and had other ideas that were not my ideas. And some of the children, seem to have been abused or bad treatment. I don't understand, But, I love you all. Believe me, I do. And I never abused any of the children, whether it was Yatrell Johnson or Lord Gerald Johnson or Trinity Johnson. I never even spanked them or gave them a whipping or a whipping, whatever they call it, I never used a switch or a stick or a belt or any kind of whipping or abusive way at all with them, you know? So, I don't know if it was the people at those girls' job or the people that they called their family or their in-laws. I don't know who it was that they got those ideas from, but it was not me, of course. Because, I always said that if it was just one child, then nobody would have to be jealous of who is the favorite. Is it the older one or is it the younger one? Stuff like that. is it the boy or is it the girl? You know, stuff like that. Because there is, you know, a sister Trinity, because it's Yatrell Johnson, Lord Gerald Johnson, and Trinity Johnson. You know, those are the three children that, according to the family court of Jefferson County, I have a marriage license and the children are said to be my children, you know, legally or something like that. The paperwork and all that, it's crazy, you know. So, you know, I was told that the mom would have to explain what happened in that situation because it's unfair to me, you know, as a husband, as a dad, you know, as a person, that since the truth is I would work at all these jobs and I was actually legitimately learning how to produce and do something, you know, for a family business, my family business, you know, that the people that call themselves the mom's family or her people and all of that, it's like, where is their evidence of supporting a Brandon's business? Because if a Brandon, you know, is the dad and the husband, and I have a marriage license, if it's a family, then where is evidence of, okay, since 2004, I've had a marriage license that's more than 18 years. Well, where is at least 10 years worth of evidence that either side of the family supported a Brandon's business? Because I was told that I have a legitimate business. And since I worked so hard since I was young, and I never abused children, and I never made single moms, and whether people were naked or in their panties or in their bra, or whether they called themselves strippers or prostitutes or sex workers, since I never went outside of my marriage or outside of my home or outside of my household with other people and forced them to participate in any sexual activity, I was told that, you know, something seems wrong with the way that people have behaved and the way people have, you know, talked about me, and that somebody lied because there is evidence that I have a legitimate business, productions, videos, music, arts, photography, and that it's the type of work to where there was no paperwork to sign, because if I made all of this, you know, myself, then it would be unfair for someone else to say that they are my boss, and it would be unfair for someone else to say that they wanted to profit from my works if years and years of studying and, you know, that's what I did, years and years of studying and trying to figure this stuff out, and I still don't really understand it all. But, you know, being married, you know, having a marriage license since the year of 2004, having no victims of any violent crimes or any sexual abuse, some people feel that I have not been, you know, properly, you know, respected or valued, you know, because, you know, when people wouldn't even give me a job and when people wouldn't even let me work or they did not promote, my ideas in a way for me to benefit from it, they was acting like I had to agree with them or sign a deal with them so that, some kind of partnership. And it's crazy because how could there be a partnership if I did it all solo myself? You know, it's crazy because, if they were not there with me putting the work in, if they were not there with me, you know, making these videos and music and art and pictures and ideas, and, there are people that say it would not be fair for them to claim that they are part of what it is that I do and what it is that I produce, because if it was just me doing it, then, you know, it would be like some kind of a fraud or some kind of crime for someone else to say that they were here with me producing and making these videos and stuff like that. It's crazy. But, I would not want to look like a deadbeat dad. So I always told the girl that was with me that she did not have to work. And I told her not to work at anyone's job because, you know, since I would be producing and making these videos and stuff like that, and with a marriage license and with children, according to the Family Court of Jefferson County, I don't understand why, you know, being married, a wife, it would make more sense for her to support the family business of me, you know, the dad, according to the Family Court of Jefferson County, of Yatrell Johnson, Lord Gerald Johnson, Trinity Johnson, stuff like that. So I'm not sure of what is going on or who they have got their ideas from, but this is just a picture and a video of me as evidence showing that, I have traveled from state to state and from city to city, and I would take pictures with the children so that there would be moments and evidence of me being in their life and involved, because traveling from city to city, working at different jobs at different temp services, because I could only temporarily work like temporarily because out of my body damage and stuff like that. I would not want to appear as a deadbeat dad that did not try for years and years and years. So, I did it all without making a girl a single mom, without getting a girl pregnant and then asking her to have an abortion or making her have a miscarriage. I did it all, believing in God and learning about different sounds and music and art and pictures, and I owe it all for God, you know, because I believe in God, and maybe someone understands how it feels, believing in God and working, even if you were in a wheelchair, finding some way to work from home, whether you was in a apartment, a house, or a motel, or a trailer, anywhere. So, I might not be able to make a lot of money or any money doing what I'm doing, but, As long as, you know, I know that I spoke about God and I was not lazy and I used my production and video and music skills for God. Thank you.